NATO's airspace intrusions, responding to Russian incursions. In recent years, NATO has been experiencing a significant increase in the number of airspace intrusions by Russian military aircraft. These intrusions are a clear violation of international law and a serious threat to NATO's security. It is essential for NATO to respond to these incursions in a robust and effective way to deter future violations and protect its member states. The first step in responding to Russian airspace intrusions is to establish a comprehensive and coordinated approach among NATO allies. This should involve sharing intelligence and surveillance capabilities and developing a joint strategy to respond to any potential threat. One of the key tools that NATO has at its disposal is the air policing mission. This involves NATO allies deploying fighter jets to monitor and intercept any aircraft that enter their airspace without permission. In response to increased Russian air intrusions, NATO has significantly increased its air policing mission in recent years. This has involved deploying additional fighter jets to member states that are most vulnerable to Russian intrusions, such as the Baltic states and Poland. In addition to the air policing mission, NATO has also been conducting joint military exercises with its member states to improve readiness and strengthen deterrence. These exercises involve training in air defense, cybersecurity, and joint operations. By conducting these exercises, NATO is demonstrating its commitment to collective defense and sending a clear message to Russia that any aggression against its member states will not be tolerated. Another key element in responding to Russian airspace intrusions is diplomatic engagement. This involves engaging with Russia through diplomatic channels to raise concerns and urge the country to respect international law. NATO has been engaging with Russia on this issue for some time, but there is still a need for greater dialogue to address the root causes of the intrusions and prevent them from escalating into a full-scale conflict. There are also broader geopolitical considerations that must be taken into account when responding to Russian airspace intrusions. Russia's actions in Ukraine and its support for authoritarian regimes in Syria and Belarus have caused significant concern among NATO member states. The United States and European Union have imposed economic sanctions on Russia in response to its actions in Ukraine, and NATO has strengthened its military presence in the region. However, there is still a need for a coordinated and comprehensive approach to address Russia's aggressive behavior and prevent it from further destabilizing the region. In conclusion, NATO must respond to Russian airspace intrusions in a robust and coordinated way to deter future violations and protect its member states. This requires a comprehensive approach that involves a combination of military, diplomatic, and geopolitical measures. By working together, NATO can demonstrate its commitment to collective defense and maintain stability in the region. At the same time, it is important to engage with Russia through diplomatic channels to address the root causes of the intrusions and prevent them from escalating into a full-scale conflict.